John, have you had another night where you've shot that well? Does this feel like the best night you've ever shot?
It has. I think I hit 9 early on in the season, but I missed more. So it was just, it was pretty cool. I'm just glad we won. And, you know, my team did a great job of finding me early on and finding me in transition. And it helps when you have inside guys, and especially some of our guards posting up. I think we really established ourselves early on in the game. Anything else for John?
Diebler, do you know that you tied the Big Ten record tonight?
I just found out like 2 minutes ago.
What's that like? Just feeling like that?
It's cool. I guess it's something that I'm sure I'll look back on later on down the road. But right now, it's just it's kind of cool. Again, I'm just happy we won, and it was a great team effort. You know, Will played really great tonight, and Jared with the attention he draws, and even Dave. I think it was just a great team win. I mean, offensively, we did what we were supposed to. First half, played pretty good defense. I'm sure Coach will talk about our defense in the second half. But, you know, Penn State's a great team, got some great players, and they came out and played hard.
Curiosity's sake, have you ever talked to Pete Lisicki after you beat his record?
He sent me a message on Facebook and congratulated me. So that was the first time I've actually talked to him through there. And just said, you know, great job. Said he was receiving, getting a lot of stuff from his friends. And he's been getting a lot of attention, so he thanked me for that. But, you know, it's something that's, again, I'm sure I'll look back on later on down the road, but it's just something I'm trying to do right now.
Okay. All right, thanks, John.
Thanks.
John, shooting aside, is this about as well as you guys have played this season, or is that?
Well, offensively, I thought that we, you know, obviously we shot the ball very well. You know, we had a few possessions there at the end of the first half where we weren't as sharp and as crisp as we had some turnovers. I thought our defense in the first half was really, really good. I thought that we were able to disrupt them and you know, take them out of some things. You know, second half, we kind of traded baskets for 20 minutes. But you know, I thought we did a very good job of you know, with what we had to do tonight. You know, the guys executed the game plan well.
Thad, when you're standing over there watching Diebler, who didn't even look like he needed to have his feet set the right way tonight for the ball to go in, what are you thinking to yourself?
Well, ironically, I had told him today in shoot-around, I said, look, we need a big one from you tonight. I said, get your feet set, and you're going to make some shots tonight. I said, give me 20 plus. And this type of kid John is, he listens well.
Thad, was there any post-game celebration or recognition of the Big Ten, at least sharing the Big Ten title, or is it not time for that?
You know, not really. We talked about you know, what we had to do from the standpoint of obviously defending a little bit better in the second half. Talked about the things we did well, and you know, really one game left. You know, I think that they did. I mean, we said, you know, we've at least got to share that sort of thing, but that was about it.
Taylor Battle in his senior class has beaten every team in the Big Ten at least once except for you guys. Did you know that?
I didn't know that, no.
Do you think there's a reason for this, your success against Penn State?
You know, I don't know. I think that if you go back and you look, I mean, in the 7 years that I've been at the Ohio State University, we've had some incredible battles. And, you know, what kept going through my mind is, I think it was 07, we were up 20-some, and they came back, and a little left-hander out of Philly had the shot to tie it or maybe even win it. I'm not sure what it was. So, you know, there's been great battles along the way. We just, you know, maybe luck.
Thad, it looked that like John had more room tonight than he's had in a lot of games down the stretch. Jared said that they had to play Kraft honestly tonight because of the last game. Is that what, with your rotation, then you just got him open?
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it. And you know, they came early on Jared, and you know, he did a pretty good job getting the ball out of there. And like John said, guys found him. You know, a couple in transition, flipped back to him, and you know, they were definitely going in for him.
You guys get a lot of threes out of transition. Tonight was probably a classic example of the end.
Yeah, I think that's something that we're always looking to do if it's a good one. I wasn't sold Dave's in the corner was a really, really good one, because he pump faked 15 times before he shot it. But, that's something I think, we were, from game 1 to game 2, Penn State played a little bit faster today than they did in game 1. And, we were kind of excited to get it up and down.
A couple games ago, David Lighty really got it going offensively. Last game, Deshaun got it going. Now, John, do you feel like, as you're building up to tournament time, the guys you want are maybe finding their offense, or if they had a little time where it wasn't there, they're hitting the stride the way you want them to?
Yeah, I think, and really, Doug, it's been that way throughout the course of the season. We've had guys that have had big nights. I do like the fact here down the stretch it's kind of been somebody different. Even 3 games ago, the Illinois game, Will had a great first half, Dave had a great second half. So the plan is to keep building on that.
Did you have some concerns coming in here tonight because of what happened in Columbus with Penn State and the fact that it was senior night and there might be a lot of emotion in the gym for Penn State?
No question about that. I mean, that was something that we felt, and I was joking. My security guard gave me my motivational speech as we went out to the court. He told me, he says, "Now look, after the game, we'll take you out the back way when the students come on the court." And so that, and he was watching out for my safety, obviously, which I greatly appreciate. But he said, "No, they get you, we're going to come out the back way." So I went into the huddle and said, "Fellas, you're not going to believe this, but my security guard told me they're going to storm the court tonight." And so, I'm always looking for anything I can sink my teeth into. But I felt like tonight with the senior night, it was maybe one of the weirdest deals for our warm-ups. I was nervous because we couldn't get our routine. 10 minutes on, 2 minutes off, 6 minutes on. I mean, we were all, and I'm a routine guy. And to our guys' credit, they stuck to the task at hand.
Coach, you guys, Wisconsin and Purdue, have all separated yourselves in the standings. Everybody else in this league is really jumbled up. How difficult of a decision do you think it'll be for the selection committee to decide between Michigan, Michigan State, Illinois, Penn State, all those teams in the middle?
I don't know. I think that this is a great league. And, obviously with, as crazy as it sounds, I don't follow college basketball really outside of Ohio State. I think this is a league where you're hoping 5, 6. I mean, you got to take into consideration that Penn State, now, you look at the 2 teams, they only played once. And, I mean, that to me is a huge deal for Penn State. From that standpoint, and I think that hopefully those guys will get the consideration. I think Coach Chellis has done just a wonderful job with his team, and we were fortunate for whatever reason they weren't making shots early in the game, and that definitely went our way.
How important is Sunday's game against Wisconsin for you guys to have a chance to get the Big Ten title?
Well, it's obviously a big game from the standpoint of, we've lost 2 games, won 28, and one of the teams that beat us is Wisconsin, who we play on Sunday. I think a lot like the last question, for senior day and for these guys, it'll be a very, very big basketball game, and from the standpoint of we're in a position where we at least have a share of the Big Ten championship. I don't think these guys will let their guard down at all and say, "Hey, we've got what we wanted." We'll have them ready to go. But Wisconsin's a great basketball team. There's no question.
All right, thanks.